Hey, hey, JamTV is live. We're on show number 11. Can you believe it?
It's my time and I'm coming out to play. Get on that beat, I wanna misbehave. Yeah, go, look at me, go, make me wanna fly all the time. I'm shining now, makes no difference if the world...
Hey, everybody, JamTV, we are ready to roll today. How you doing? So I'm Ed Train, the host, and that's the most formal thing we're going to do all show. And guess what? I have a surprise for you. I've got some people waiting backstage, and here they come. Check it out. Hey, guys.
All right.
All right. Lucky
Yeah,
11.
one surprise there.
Bill Gagan, it's tomorrow for you, right?
It is. Yes.
You're in Ireland, and so we have Pennsylvania, Ireland, and Norwalk, Connecticut represented on the screen.
What's wrong with this picture?
All right.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Good to see
all good.
you guys. Yes, Bill Gagan got gypped today. He really got gypped. I was working on the the collaborative video that he and I have been doing for a long time now, with a lot of people that we all know and love, and then some Irish people that he knows and loves, although I've gotten to know them. And my computer decided it wasn't going to process one of the Irish video camcorder files, and so we can't get it on the air tonight. But that's going to come in the next few days. Keep an eye out for that, and we're definitely going to world premiere it on JamTV next week. But Bill wanted to come on and say hello for a little bit, and so hey, Bill.
Play something.
Hey, Ed. The audio is great. You did a great job on the audio.
Good. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, no, it's going to be really good. There's 15 people, including Bill Gagan. So 15 other people with voices that are fantastic. And keep an eye out. Bill's going to be posting that on CD Baby, I think it is. Is that right?
The song, yes. Yeah. It'll be on Spotify, iTunes, 40, 50 different media outlets.
I would have done a good job mixing it if I knew it was going to be on all that stuff, you know.
It'll be broadcast on a hollow log.
great.
Also, just pub vision.
Exactly. So, all right, you guys, I'm gonna put Bill Nolan on now. Hey, Bill. So, what's going on?
Hi. Ed, surprisingly, it's very similar to week 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Exactly.
It's different than week 1 for sure, and maybe week 2. But other than that, it's good. It's all good.
Very cool. All right, good to see you. Get it started, and I'll see you in a few.
Okay. Okie dokie. We're gonna start with little Bobby Zimmerman from Hibbing, Minnesota song. Nobody feels any pain tonight as I stand inside the rain. See, everybody knows that baby's got new clothes, but lately I can see her ribbons and her bows have fallen from her curls. She takes just like a woman. Yes, she does. She makes love just like a woman. And she aches just like a woman. But she breaks just like a little girl. Well, Queen Mary, she's my friend. I believe I'll go see her again. Nobody has to guess that baby can't be blessed. Lately I can see she's like all the rest. With her fog, her amphetamines, and her pearls. Are we on it? She takes just like a woman. Yes, she does. She makes love just like a woman. And she aches just like a woman. But she breaks just like a little girl. Well, it was raining from the first, and I was dying there of thirst. So I came in here. And your long time curse hurts, and what's worse is the pain in here. Ain't it clear? Can't stay in here. Oh, I just can't fit. I believe it's time for us to quit. Saying when we meet again, introduced as friends, please don't let on that you knew me when I was hungry and it was your world. Whoa, you fake just like a woman. Yes, you do. You make love just like a woman. Then you ache just like a woman. And you break just like a little girl. So it's scary when you see Ed in the split screen while in the middle of the song. It's like, what does it mean? Does it mean I'm only being broadcast in
Doesn't mean
Punxsutawney,
anything.
like that they're the only people hearing me?
Doesn't mean anything. If you're on NBC TV and that happens, it means that the bombs are dropping. But, you know, on here, it doesn't mean anything. So,
Well, if the bombs are dropping, please make it quick, you know. Hear that lonesome whippoorwill. He sounds too blue to fly. Midnight train is winding low. I'm so lonesome I could cry. Well, I've never seen a night so long. When time goes crawling by, the moon just went behind a cloud to hide its face and cry. Did you ever see a robin weep when leaves began to die? Like me's lost where to live. I'm so lonesome I could cry. The silence of a falling star lights up the purple sky. And as I wonder where you are, I'm so lonesome I could cry. I'm so lonesome, I could cry. Can I bring the energy level down further? Is it possible? This is just to help everybody else. So, like,
Yeah, right.
We're dialing the energy level. We're dialing it.
Too late.
Woo! Yay! How's that?
here's one by
Great.
the way, Ed, I hope you're not just drinking cleaning fluid. This is Lysol, which I just find Lysol on the rocks with a little splash of lemon, you know. Cleans the system all the way down, as they said on Firesign Theater, right? He's a country western singer from England. Well, soon the pines, they will be falling every way. Village children fight each other for a share. And the 609 goes roaring past the creek. Deacon Lee prepares his sermon for next week. Well, I saw Grandma yesterday down at the store, and she's really going fine for 84. Well, she asked me if sometime I'd fix her barn. Poor old girl, she needs a hand to run her farm. And it's good old country comfort in my bones, just the sweetest sound my ears have ever known. Well, just an old-fashioned feeling, fully grown. Country comfort on a truck that's going back home. Down at the well, they got a new machine. The foreman says it cuts manpower by 15. Well, that ain't natural, that's what old Ed Train would say. See, he's a horse-drawn man until his dying day. Segue. And it's good old country comfort in my bones, just the sweetest sound my ears have ever known. Just an old-fashioned feeling, fully grown. Country comfort in a truck that's going back home. Well, now the old fat goose is flying across the sticks. The hedgehog's done in clay between the bricks, and the rocking chair is creaking on the porch. Across the valley moves the herdsman with his torch. And it's good old country comfort in my bones, just the sweetest sound my ears have ever known. Just an old-fashioned feeling, fully grown. Country comfort in a truck is going back home. Country comfort in a truck is going back home. Country comfort in a truck is going back home. Thank you.
best I could do. One man cheering squad.
It's the sound of one hand clapping. Right. Is that it for me or?
Yeah, no, do another one.
Okay. I planned on doing something, but what fun is that to plan on doing something? It's been a long time. Now I'm coming back home. I've been away now. Oh, how I've been alone. Wait till I come back to your side. We'll forget the tears we cried. But if your heart breaks, don't wait, turn me away. And if your heart's strong, hold on, I won't delay. Wait till you come back to my side. We'll forget the tears we cried. I feel as though you ought to know that I've been good as I can be. And if you do, I'll trust in you and know that you will wait for me. It's been a long time. Now I'm coming back home. I've been away now. Oh, how I've been alone. Wait till I come back to your side. We'll forget the tears we cried. I feel as though you ought to know that I've been good as I can be. And if you do, I'll trust in you and know that you will wait for me. It's been a long time. Now I'm coming back home. If it's strong, hold on, I won't delay. Wait till I come back to your side. We'll forget the tears we cried. It's been a long time. Now I'm coming back home. Been away now. Oh, how I've been alone.
If I had castanets and a dress, I would be like doing this, you know, like, no, it's
You had
fantastic.
castanets in a dress, I'd be asking you out. That's all.
Exactly. Believe me, after 11, 12 weeks in isolation, I would be asking you out also. I would even ask your wife for permission first. I don't mean to be
Oh, believe me.
improper, you know.
Believe me, that wouldn't get in the way of her master plan of the universe. Believe me, not at all.
Not bad. So where's Bill Gagan? Where's Bill? Let's bring Bill on to say hello. There's Bill Gagan in Ireland.
Slante Bill.
Yes.
Slante Bill.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. It is 1 o'clock.
For
in the
fuck's sake, that
morning.
looks like water. Jesus.
Yeah, cheers, cheers.
Cheers. Yes. wasn't
That ain't John
it
Barleycorn you got going there.
So, in all seriousness, how's it going, Bill Gagan in Ireland?
good? I was going to say, are you going to be like the My Greek Wedding that had the Windex in almost every shot during the film? Had the bottle of Windex?
No.
I don't know if you ever saw that
By
film.
Walmart. I can't afford to go to regular stores. I shop at Walmart, you know.
I'm with you, Ed.
So how's it
He's
going
finding a
over
way
there
to turn
in
this into
Ireland?
revenue somehow. Yeah.
What have you got? Oh, speaking of which, speaking of turning it into revenue, you had to bring that up. I'll send you your $3 later. So, you know,
When did I get the raise?
exactly. You get a rate. You get a multiple. You get 6 times the amount that you've made on the last 10 shows.
Hey, I had a real gig on Monday in front of humans.
Wait, you had a real gig?
I had a real gig on Monday. I played with Michael Mugridge. We played at Roten Point Club in Rowayton, which had been booked in advance, and it was outdoors, and it's kind of a private space, and the spacing thing was fabulous, and the space they did everything they could possibly do there. They roped us off, because you know how often the crowd really bum rushes us because they're so excited, like zero, but you know, that was like a waste of time but yeah, we had like a real gig, and it was so fun to just get in front of a mic and not feel self-conscious about
So
being on
wait,
the third floor
refresh
of
my
your apartment.
memory. Refresh my memory. So this is where you go to a place in your car and you set up with your instruments just like this. And
Stay
then you
with
play,
me. Stay
and
with me.
people
You
are
get in a
there.
car.
Yeah.
You get in a car. You actually bring your equipment to what I'll call a venue, you know, and you take your stuff out, and it's amazing. And you make about 10 more bucks than you do doing this. So it's like freaking awesome, you know.
My God. Are you the first one to get a gig of anybody that I know? That's amazing.
Like a paying gig? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else gets paid. You know, it's like, you know, you play like for the nurses and nobody's getting paid, obviously, but this was this was a paying gig and there was a check at the end, and you know.
Check. So now you got to go risk your life going to the bank, right?
Well, luckily they paid me in advance half, so it's Muggeridge's thing. He has to risk his life, you know.
Oh, Mudry has to risk his life. There you go.
Anyway.
There you go. Sounds good. You sounded good.
Way to go, Bill. You're the first I've heard who had a paying gig.
Yeah,
Good going.
And they actually, you know, one thing I will say is that this is the time for solos, duos, you know, that kind of thing. There are possibilities for people who do that. You know, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to see the way for that than it is to see it with a full band. You know, because
Absolutely. But in the 1970s, they had like stadium gigs where you were like 100 feet away from the next guy in the band. Like the drummer was 100 feet back there, and the singer was on a runway that went out into the audience, you know.
this wasn't quite that.
So I'm shooting for that.
Yeah.
I'm shooting for that. All right, Bill Nolan, good to see you.
Bill Gagan, great to see you too.
Say, Bill.
See you.
Nice
Be well,
tune.
man.
You as well. Stay well.
Hey,
Bill
Nolan.
Nolan.
Oh, hello.
I pushed the wrong button. I meant to
Oh,
push.
McCarthy was dead and McGinty don't know. McGinty was dead and McCarthy don't know. They're both of them dead in the very same bed. Neither one knows that the other was dead.
Oh
Good
my
night,
God,
everyone.
was that Irish?
Vaguely.
Very
I'm
good.
actually Irish, according to Ancestry.com, like 100%.
I knew that. I knew that in here. I knew it. You know.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right, Bill. catch you later.
100%. Wow.
Night.
So, Bill Gagan, tell me how it's going. Now, Bill Nolan, terrific. He did a great job, as usual.
Yeah. I'm not Bill Nolan. I'm the other Bill.
How you doing over there in Ireland?
Hey, we're doing well. Yeah. Judy's still working hard. I'm playing hard. Gonna start promoting the new song tomorrow, and see if we can get it on some stations, and
That sounds
it'll
great.
help with.
So, I
with
hate
the
to
people.
say it, but you're promoting the new song right now. Tell everybody about it.
Yeah, it's called All One Together, and it was inspired by Judy and all the healthcare people that are out there every day, and all those food suppliers and the few stores that Kenry made open, pharmacies, doctors, of course, that are helping us stay safe. And we were watching that show One World Together. One World Together. Yeah, the Lady Gaga special. And all of a sudden, the title came to me, this All One Together, and lyrics. And I said to Judy, I said, I got to leave for a few minutes. I went, I grabbed paper and pen and just started to write down all these lyrics that were popping in my head. And then I started to come up with the music, and it was amazing how it all just came together very, very quickly. Over a couple of days, I had the song pretty much done, and then thought of this chorus thing, with a lot of people. I was an afterthought, and almost everybody I reached out to said, sure, love it. They heard the rough draft and said, love it, would love to be a part. And we've got some nice names. Judy, of course, is on it. My sister-in-law, Liz, my mother-in-law, Patricia, they've all been healthcare workers, present and past. And they were all singers, whether choirs or whatever. Judy and I did a couple of songs recently together at church. there's only 4 of us at the church, the reader, the priest, and the 2 of us. But it goes out, to stream to the parishioners. And so that was fun. And we're going to do more of that stuff. We've got my brother-in-law, Nashi. Of course, my brother, AJ, and I were in 2 Jam together. And he plays in, hook, line, and sinker with his wife, Ellie. Ellie's on the tune. She was trained professionally. We've got singer-songwriter, great guy, Porrig Stevens, traveled, well-known throughout Ireland, goes to the U.S., does gigs. Leo Morin, a founding member of the Saw Doctors, huge band since the 1980s here in Ireland. Strangely enough, he and Judy went to college together. And just the most humble guy you ever met. And he's sure, I'm in. And we've got Wendy May, of course, and Ursula Morrow from the Ursula Aretha Franklin tribute band. I mean, just some great people. Shelley Welsh, Christine Cook, Dale Allen, Henry Garrity from Ireland here. He's a Tuam guy. He played for a couple of decades in Canada with a band called Tip Splinter. He's one of the singers. He and I would play Tuesday nights on Key Street in Galway for a couple of years until this broke out. Great guy. He was in. So, Judy and I, we've got a lot of people on the tune, and you put it all together. So
that's great.
And the video is going to be fantastic.
It's going to be great. It'll be released in the next few days. It was supposed to be right now, I was going to go, here it is. But my computer went, no, I don't understand Irish video files. So,
if anybody can figure it out, you can, Ed. So
we'll get it going.
We'll do it next week. But the audio sounds great, and I'm going to send that out for release tomorrow, or
That sounds great. Look for that on CD Baby and Spotify and lots of other sources. Of course, on Facebook, Bill will share that.
40 to 50 different media. Yeah. Looking forward to it. Sounds great. You did a great job. Thanks.
Super good. All right, Bill. Always good to see you. And
same.
Hey, Ray Simonelli. Listen. The first time I ever met you guys was together on the same stage. We were at the Black Duck, and I walked in, and there was kind of something happening back in the olden days, and it was Wendy May and you, Bill Gagan, and Ray Simonelli, and you guys were playing acoustic music. I'm like, what's happening here? What is this thing? And I got to meet you guys, and the world was never the same.
Those were the days, right, Ray?
That was the very beginning. Yes, that was about 8 years ago.
we the 3 of us played all night. I love that.
That's how it started.
Well, you and Wendy, and then I came in, and that was just fantastic. And then it turned into this thing. If we get to play one song during the night,
I know.
And then what happened was at Cobb's Mill Inn, you guys always used to come and hang out at Cobb's Mill, but it was an electric jam. And the maitre d' said, "No, you can't be playing. It's too loud. But we're like 500 yards away from the dining room." He's like, "No, you can't play all the thumping and Steve Wexler thumping on or Joe Koss thumping on the drum set." So we're like, all right, what am I going to do? And Ray was like, we could bring our acoustic guitars and play some, open up the jam. And the whole acoustic jam world was born right out of that.
Yes. Oh my God. You had a couple of great venues. The over in New York, I can't remember that.
At the Willows, sure.
The Willows. Yes. Thank you.
Absolutely.
That was fun.
It started at Georgetown Saloon. It ended up at Le Chateau, of all places, fancy.
I remember that. I went there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then it went from there to the Willows for 18 months. And then we went to Cobb's Mill. And then we went to 323 and the Duck and Rascal Flats and the Norwalk Boat Club and Bobby Q. We were like a traveling theatrical group.
That's what it was. Yeah. It was great.
And here we are on the internet. Who would have thought?
No, God, this is so weird.
It is kind of weird.
And will things ever get back to what was normal, what we considered?
I don't know. Bill Noman's doing gigs already, so maybe we're getting back to normal.
Unbelievable.
Sounds good. All right. So, Bill, great to see you.
Same. I want to listen to my buddy Ray here.
All right. Hang out. You hang out.
Yeah, a little
All right,
while
Ray.
longer.
All right, Ray Simonelli, what have you got?
I don't know. Maybe I'll do a little Zeppelin.
All right, we'll
What do you
stay
think?
with you.
All right. If the sun refused to shine, I will still be loving you. When the mountains come to the sea, it will be you and me. Kind woman, you're giving my all. Kind woman, nothing more. A little drops of rain, whispers of pain, tears of love lost in the days go by. My love is strong, with you there is no wrong. Together we can go on till we die. Inspiration is what you are to me. Inspiration, let's see. So today, my world is smile. Your hand in mine, we walk the while. Thanks to you, it will be done. And you and me, I'm the only one. Inspiration, you are to me. Inspiration, let's see. If the sun refused to shine, I will still be loving you. When the mountains come to the sea, it will be you and me. All right. How'd that come through? Okay.
Very good, Ray.
Was the
Yeah, it
balance
came through
okay with the
great.
guitar?
Yeah,
Yeah, it sounded really good.
very good.
Oh, cool.
Great to
Yeah.
hear you, Ray.
Good to see you, Val. Cheers.
Yeah, it definitely sounds. So Ray's going to do another one. So listen, everybody. When I started to do this Jam TV thing, it was about 11 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago. This is our 11th show, and it has occurred to me over the last couple of weeks that it's time to start monetizing this show to at least get a little bit of money together. And so I put it out there last week, sort of casually, the idea that you could donate to the Jam Fund on Venmo or PayPal, and here's the information about that on the bottom of the screen. And it would be a big help if people would donate. And I put that out there last week, and a bunch of people donated. It was really great, and I hope to continue that tonight. So I'm not going to be PBS. I'm not going to be pay-per-view, but it would be really great if anybody could contribute to help to run the show and keep all this going, it would be great. We're going to definitely be doing that in the future and doing more amazing things on Jam TV. So I used you guys as my poster children for the plug.
Nice.
No problem, right? No problem, Ed. Yeah.
So sounds good. So what else you got,
Instant
Ray
support.
Sardelli? What
I
else you
think
got?
actually I'm going to do another new song. I'm actually going to do a song for my friend Susie at Rory's. Big supporter of live music for many years. She's been hiring acoustic acts there every Wednesday night for over 10 years, you know. And I know this is one of her favorites, and nobody ever does it, so I learned it.
All right,
You know,
sounds good.
being in lockdown, you know, you need things to do, and you know.
All right, go for it, Ray.
All right, here we go. Ever since I was a kid at school, I messed around with all the rules. Apologize and realize no different after all. Me and the boys thought we had it sussed. Valentino's all of us. My dad said we looked ridiculous, but boy, we broke some hearts. In and out of jobs, running free, waging war on society. Dumb bank faces look back at me, but nothing ever changed. Promises made in the heat of the night, a creeping home before it got too light. I wasted all that precious time, blame it on the wine. I was only joking, my dear, trying to find a way to hide my fear. What kind of fool was I? I could never win. Never find a compromise, collecting lovers like butterflies. A grand illusion's a grand first prize, slowly wearing thin. Susie, baby, you were good to me, giving love so unselfishly, but you took it all too seriously. I guess it had to end. I was only joking, my dear, trying to find a way to hide my fear. What kind of fool was I? I could never win. Now you ask me if I'm sincere, the question that I always fear. The 7 is never clear. I'll tell you what you wanna hear. But giving love all I got, I try to give you all I got. But giving love is not my strongest point. I'd rather be alone. What I'm doing must be wrong, pouring my heart out in a song. The whole damn world to see, the whole damn world to see. But slowly now while I turn the page, I one is over without costume change. The principal will have to leave the stage. The crowd don't understand. Yeah, little Rod Stewart for you. Deep cut. I think
That was
anyway.
great. That was
Thanks.
really good. You got gypped last week. You got one more song for us?
I'm gonna do a song for Bill Gagan since he's here. One of
We
his
got-
favorites.
So far, we've had a lot of Bills on the show.
Oh, now we got Billy Foster in the house. Hey, Billy.
Hey, what am I, black?
Yeah, but I can
What?
see you.
Oh,
Your
yeah,
lights are
that's
on.
right, I forgot.
Hey,
Hey, guys.
hey, Billy.
How you doing?
Awesome.
Oh,
This is what you call
Fantastic. Good to see you,
three-quarter
Bill.
Schumann. Three-quarter Schumann.
Yeah.
This is actually 3/4 Schumann. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Awesome, man.
How you doing, Billy Foster?
Getting a little better. I got something going on here I can't figure out, so I haven't been going out much, but I got this. I'm getting an allergic reaction to something. I'm itching like crazy. It's not on the surface of the skin, but I don't know what it is. And it's kept me up almost every night so far.
Does it hurt when you pee?
No? and there's no,
right.
Then you're okay.
You know, Bill, I was going to suggest if you have you sprayed this into any orifices, because I've heard that's a really good solution for any kind of ailment. You're just like, I've been sort of using it nasally, like
Well, I'm trying to figure out if it's something that I've changed that I haven't done recently, or something that I'm doing now that I do more because I'm indoors instead of. I don't know what the heck it is, but as soon as it kicks in, I start itching all over. I take some stuff to try to stop the itching, but then it keeps me up all night, and it just sucks.
Yikes. Well, I hope you feel better.
Oh, thanks.
If you need somebody to come over and scratch it, we'll get Ray to come over. He'll come over.
There you go.
All right, Ray, do another one for us.
All right. This one's for Bill G. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So take the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on the shelf in good health and good times. Tattoos and memory and their skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have a time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life.
All right, Ray Man.
All right, thank you.
You know what that
Thanks,
song reminds me
Ray.
of?
What's that?
Reminds me of my report card when I was in school. Unpredictable. Every one of them.
Nice.
Thanks, Ray.
Stuff.
You got it, Bill.
That was
Good to see
beautiful.
you, man. Good to see you.
Same. Great to see Billy too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss
We're
you
gonna
guys.
Get together again.
What's
All
on
right,
tomorrow?
Get together again. All right, that's cool.
Great to see you guys, and we're gonna switch it up now, and we'll be right back after the break. Good to see you guys.
Okay, thanks, Ed. Take care, man.
Check this out.
Hey,
Hi.
Hey, that's Chris Perone, and there's Richard Keith. How you guys doing?
hey, Chris.
How you doing? Hey, Richard.
Hello there. Doing good,
I thought I
Ed.
was going to be smart. And put Rory Gordon on as well, but so you get Billy Foster back. Hey, Billy.
Hey, it's great to see you, Billy.
How are you, Chris? How are you, Rich?
We're doing all right. Doing all right. We've had a lot of Bills on tonight, Ed.
Good.
I know, really, a lot of Bills. This has been the show of Bills. Believe me, the Bills are stacking up. Believe me. And accordingly, if you feel like you want to donate,
Keep that link.
to
Another plug to the link.
Speaking of
if you
Bill,
want to donate, the Bills are stacking up. So donate on Venmo and PayPal, and you can check that out down below as well. And so good to see you guys. I'm going to switch it over to just Richard Keith and me. We're going to chat for a minute. I'll see you guys. Chris Perone's going to play next, and we'll see Billy Foster in a few minutes.
all right.
So how's it going, Richard?
Oh, it's good, Ed. Good to see you.
Good to see you. What you been up to? You been up at the Cape?
No, we have not recently, but we're headed there next week, and but we're still hanging out in Stanford, and everything's all right.
Very cool. Very cool. So what do you got for us today?
I was going to play a Bob Dylan song for you tonight. Last weekend, some friends and I were playing outdoors, social distance, at an undisclosed location, but it was out in public, and there were some people gathered around, and it had just been Bob's birthday, so we were all trying to come up with Dylan songs that we knew. This one I had not played in a long time, and it's got a lot of words, and I couldn't quite remember it, but our good friend Christine Cook liked it a lot, and I promised her I'd try to get those lyrics back in my brain. So I'd like to try to do that one for you at least.
All right, good. Do that. I'll see you after.
All right. This is a my version of Visions of Johanna, and I'm trying to do this without any lyric sheets, so it was all working perfectly until the adrenaline of live performance probably kicks in and kills it, but we'll give it a shot. Ain't it just like the night to play tricks when you're tired of being so quiet? We sit here stranded, though we're all doing our best tonight. And Louise holds a handful of rain, tempting you to defy it. Lights flicker from the opposite lawn. In this room where the heat pipes Country music station plays soft, but there's nothing to turn on. Just the weeds and a love so twined, and these visions of Johanna now come to my mind. In the empty lot where the ladies play, blind man's blood through the keychain. And the all-night girls, they whisper there's escapades out on the D train. Well, you can hear the night watchman with his flashlight asking himself if it's him or them. That's insane. Well, Louise, she's alright, she's just near. She's delicate and seems like a mirror, but she makes it too concise and too clear that Johanna's not here. Ghost of electricity housed in the bones of her face, and these visions of Johanna now take my place. Now little boy lost, he takes himself so seriously. He rags of his misery, he likes to live dangerously. And when bringing the name up, it speaks of a farewell kiss to me. Well, he sure got a lot of gall to be so useless and all, muttering small talk at the wall while I'm in the hall. How can I explain? It's so hard to get on. And these visions, Johanna, they give me up, pass it down. Inside the museum, infinity goes up on trial. Voices echo, this is what salvation must be like after a while. Mona Lisa must have the highway blues. You can tell by the way she smiles. See the primitive wildflower freeze, where the jellyfish women are sleeves. Hit a wall with a mustache, say jeez, I can't find my knees. Jules and the Niles hang from the head of the mule. And these visions of Johanna, they make it all seem so cruel. The fella now speaks to the countess who's pretending to care for him. 'Cause his name is someone who's not a parasite. I'll go out, I say a prayer for him. But White Louise always says you can't tell much, can you manage? She herself prepares for him. Well, Madonna, she still does not show. We see this empty cage down the road, where her cable the stage wants to float. The filling out steps to the road, saying everything's written with result. On the back of the fish truck, the notes while my conscience explodes. I'm on a display, the skeleton cheese and the rain. And these visions of Johanna, with it all over me.
Great. So what's the
There
story
you
with
have
that song? What's up with that song? Tell me about that.
Oh, that's Visions of Johanna. That's from Bob Dylan's Blonde on Blonde album, 1965, I think. When I was, 7 or so. But a great long song, 5 verses, a lot of words, and it's fun to do it without the lyric sheet if you can. Pull it off. If I messed up, forgive me.
No, I didn't hear you mess up. Hey, say hi to somebody. Look who it is.
My good friend Rory.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
What's up, brother?
Not much, man. 5 verses without the lyrics, not bad.
Well, and Rory is well known for being able to remember quite a lot of lyrics. So
No, I just got that one song that's like 20 lyrics, but 20 verses.
yeah, for some reason with the Dylan songs, I choose to pick the really long ones. I don't know.
It's usually like the yeah, yeah, yeahs and the nah, nah, nahs that I forget. Hey, how you
Exactly. Miss you,
Hey,
man.
Rory, good to see it. I just wanted to introduce you guys on the screen so you could say hi,
Well, it is nice to see Rory. It's been a long time since the occasional Playboys have been together, but
Yeah.
I think I could promise you'll see us again.
Yes, definitely. We may be 6 feet apart from each other, but you'll see us.
Yeah, we'll see you. Yeah, great bunch of guys, and I miss you all so much. So
Yeah, very cool. We definitely hope to see that band back together. So what else do you have for us? Do another song for us, Richard.
all right, here's one that we used to do as a band. Let's try this one. Let me just propose a Black Label toast to Ray, who I enjoyed listening to earlier. Hope we're out sharing one of these soon. It occurs to me that you and me was always meant to be, little darling. You walk into the room, I kind of swoon, so I sat down and wrote this tune, little darling. To kind of make you mine, you can find it, you've been on my mind, little darling. Don't you know it's time to go? Big little voice, told you so, little darling. Does it feel so good that you want it so bad? Kind of let me pick up the tab. Still sit outside my ride, won't show you what I got inside, the darling. Take the wheel, I wanna feel it's like when I don't have to deal, darling. There's still a bar with a band and pull them with a heavy hand. But the clientele, I'll understand what's that when you got nothing planned. You say last man was the best you ever had. Would you like to meet the next one you're gonna have? Yeah. the room, I kind of swoon. My little darling, my little darling. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, the clock says it's time to close now. Guess I'd better go now. I really like to stay here all night. The cars draw past all stuck with ice. Street lights shed their hollow glow. Your brain seems bruised and I'm surprised. Still one place to go. Still one place to go. And if we sleep all night in your soul kitchen, and warm my mind in your gentle stove. Turn me out and wonder, baby, darling, under your glow. What do you think as we with minarets, speaking secret alphabets? I like another cigarette. Learn to forget. Learn to forget. Learn to forget.
Right.
Little bit of glory there for you.
All right, buddy.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you.
Oh my God, Rory's got a Richard Keith doll.
I'm sorry, what?
Let me see that.
Yeah,
Doesn't everybody?
Yeah, I was checking that out.
Ah!
El Chapo.
Well, if you've been sticking pins in it, then that explains all the pains that I've been feeling lately.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Billy, I look darker than you here. I think the.
Well, one of us is getting a tan. I just had to turn on another light in the room
Yeah.
so you didn't see anything but eyeballs.
I am not this tan. It's just very poor lighting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Billy Foster was born underexposed. I've always said that.
See, you can do this.
That's right. But he's been exposing himself for most of his life. So
Yes, we've all been exposed to Billy.
Unfortunately, yes, most of you have.
Exactly.
I can't wait to be exposed to Billy again soon.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping we can get to do something.
Did I just say that?
They're opening more things, so maybe we can, still with some distancing, we can put something together.
Well, I always try to keep a distance from you anyway, so that'll be just like old times.
Yes, so my mom said the same thing. It's,
Oh my God! All right, you guys are great. Rory's actually going to come on next. I'm going to bring Chris Perrone on, and he's going to play a little
right.
bit. So, Richard, good to see you, and I will
Thank
see
you,
you
Ed.
soon.
Look forward to hearing you, Rory, and Billy. We'll
I
see
miss
you
you, buddy.
night, guys.
Absolutely. So, Billy Foster, how you been doing? Before I bring Chris on.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Hanging in there. I got, again, with the wife's company moving out of Manhattan because they couldn't be in there. He rented a mansion in Greenwich, so she spends a whole lot of time driving down to Greenwich and back, and I'm here with the grandkids, and it may not be a good influence for them. I'm not sure.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm going to bring Chris Perrone on. You know him?
Chris,
Hi.
yeah, we've met before. How are you?
Yeah, good to see you again. How you doing?
Not too
How
bad.
you doing?
Here in the old basement. Yeah.
Good to see you. Yeah. Oh, you're going to play piano today. I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Well, I think this is the best place to do it anyway, so I'll bring the guitar next time. But yeah, this worked.
How have you been doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How you guys doing?
Yeah. So you're still busy as anything. You're a state rep,
Yeah.
but you guys are
Right.
busy, right?
We're not in session right now, but we're busy. I mean, every legislator I know is just out in the district, their districts, just helping folks out, and so we're doing the do, and so that's how it is.
That's great. And since a lot of the jammers don't know you that well, and you're
Yeah.
sort of a high profile person, and you're helping the community, we're doing Jam TV. We're going to be doing an interview show,
Okay.
and we're going to interview the likes of Billy Foster.
Oh my
I've
God.
already shot 10 interviews of people in the jam circle. The people like, oh yeah, I think I know that guy, but I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. Like Billy Foster. Everybody knows Billy Foster, but nobody gets a chance to really sort of get behind who is Billy Foster, where's he been, what's he done, and all the stories.
Yeah.
And not everybody gets to see that. I mean, I've been to Frank Parisi's barbecues, so I know who Billy Foster is. But yeah, so we're going to be doing an interview show. I'd love to interview you as well. And
Great,
we don't
sure.
talk politics on the show, but you can.
Whatever you want. I'm easy.
All right, that would be great. What are you going to do for us today?
Well, I think we're going to do some Quiet Billy Joel, but song I've always loved. She's Got Away.
All right, great.
Good tune.
Okay.
Take it away.
She's got a way about her. I don't know what it is, but I know that I can live without her. She's got a way of pleasing. I don't know what it is, but there doesn't have to be a reason anyway. She's got a smile. Heals me. Don't know what it is, but I have to laugh when she reveals me. She's got a way of talking. I don't know what it is, but if this be up when we are walking anyway. Comes to me when I'm feeling down, inspires me. Without a sound, she touches me, and I get turned around. She's got a way of showing how it make her feel. To find the strength that she keep on going. She's got a light around her. I don't know where she goes. A million dreams of love surround her anywhere. Comes to me when I'm feeling down, inspires me. Without a sound, she touches me. I get turned around. Oh, oh, oh. She's got a smile that heals me. I don't know what it is, but I have to laugh when she reveals me. She's got a way about her. I don't know what it is, but I know that I can't live without her anyway. Hey. Piano's a
Oh,
little
very nice.
sketchy. Thanks.
No, I like that. I love that song. I love the slower Billy Joel tunes.
Yeah,
Me too. I love his ballads are some of the best.
it's actually I just realized it's the first time I actually sang and played it at the same time. So, I don't know. I heard a Beatles song before. Maybe I'll do a Beatles song.
Oh, that'd be great.
Okay, let me find one. So kind of in the same tempo, but it's all right.
But Beatles is not the first thing that I listened to when I was a kid. It was maybe the second thing I listened to. I remember my parents got me like an Andy Williams record, right? So I was listening to Andy Williams. I want to say I might have had a Tiny Tim record as well.
Tiptoe by the window.
Right.
Yeah.
I definitely had that. And let's see, I had Andy Williams, I had that. and then I think I got Let It Be. And I was like, wait, what just happened? Right? I was like,
Yeah.
wait. And then at that time, I had a hippy dippy accordion player that played an accordion in a rock band. And I'd never heard of such a thing. And he was teaching me the Beatles, and he was teaching me the Stones. And I remember I was learning the Stones. I was doing a whole bunch of Beatles tunes. And I thought, like, okay, I'm Paul McCartney. Like, I'm gonna play the accordion, and then I got an organ. And I was playing the organ, and I'm like, oh, I'm Paul McCartney. I can do all this stuff. Before that, I was doing like Chattanooga Choo Choo and like songs like that, right? And so then I heard some Rolling Stones, and I remember it it hurt my little ears. Like I was like, oh, those are bad boys. Those are not nice like the Beatles. So the Beatles are the nice boys, right? So I was like, no, I don't want to do any more Rolling Stones. It was a little scary, That came later.
Did you do any of the other British, the Cream, or 10 years after any of that stuff? Did you get into any of that?
Much later.
Yeah.
Much later. I remember like when I was let's see, I must have been in 8th grade. And I lived in Europe before that, and I came back to the States for 8th grade, and I started listening to the music that the kids were listening to, and we were listening to ABBA in Europe, and the night Chicago died or whatever. Well, I don't even know. We were listening to very watered down music in Europe.
I got a brand new roller skate.
Right, exactly. and so then the kids were listening to like harder music. Like I even thought Kansas was hard.
Yeah, I know. Comparison.
It was like I was like, oh my God, I can't take it. I remember thinking like, I don't know about the Devil's music. I don't know if I want to listen to that. It was like too bad for me. I was too good a kid,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And then I met Billy Foster, and it was all history,
Well,
I myself, I couldn't listen to one form of music without being attracted to another. From old blues to jazz to doo-wops to each one it was like a stepping stone to the next one,
Right.
Well, basically the Beatles were the portal for me. I heard "I Want to Hold Your Hand" and it was just incredible. I listened to it 35 times. The first time I heard it, it was just a wild thing. And I made my friend just play it over and over again because we're at 45s. But you're right. Billy's right. I mean, it's just that you hear something, you hear what influenced one song, and then you sort of trace that thread. And they were so influenced by Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, and then bam, you're in a whole Motown lane, and you're suddenly like Otis Redding is huge. It's just like you just discover these guys, and it's so much fun.
And I remember one thing I remember was I was into doo-wops, so harmonies were a really big deal with me when I got into music.
Yeah, that's the other hook. Yeah.
And when they came here, you know who was deathly afraid of them? Beach Boys.
Yeah.
And was the other one? One of the other Motown groups. And the reason they was each one of those groups had a unique form of their own harmony, and the Beatles could do unbelievable harmonies. They absolutely were afraid when they came over here about what they were going to do.
Well, it's funny. I didn't realize. Who the biggest marketing-wise and everything else, their biggest competition in England? I thought it was the Stones. It was the Dave Clark Five.
Right. Yes, and I got to play with them.
What?
I played with the Dave Clark Five in Bridgeport at the Barnum Festival, as a matter of fact.
How was that?
During the interview, I'll tell you the story. I got a fight with their security guy.
That's about right.
Yeah, but could he play music? That's wild.
That's great. All right, take it away, Chris. Do your Beatles tune.
Okay. Hey, Jude. Hey, Jude. Don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. Hey, Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. In a minute, you leather under your skin. Then you begin to make it better. And anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain. Don't carry the world upon your shoulders. For well you know that it's a fool that plays it cool by making his world a little colder. Hey Jude, don't let me down. You have found her, I'll go and get her. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. So let it out and let it in. Hey Jude, begin. You're waiting for someone to perform with. Don't you know that it's Jude? Hey Jude, you'll do the moment you need is on your shoulder. Hey Jude, be bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your skin. Then you begin to make it better, 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 better. Woo! La, 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 It could go on for 7 minutes. Oh, what's that?
It's the sheet music. It's the weird. I picked this up at a tag sale.
Okay.
It's the sheet music of Hey Jude, but it's like for like the visually impaired or something.
Perfectly.
And it's even worse than that. If you really, I don't even know what this is. Look at it closely. It's got the notes written
my
inside
God.
the notes,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
It's
You know,
like
the whole-
I don't know what this is. It's
The
like
whole bass clef, though, that's kind of missing.
Are those raised? Is that like for Stevie Wonder? Those are raised off the table.
exactly right. It's like, oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah. No, it's those are big notes.
That's cool.
Um,
It's a whole Beatles. I got this at a tag sale. It's a Beatles songbook, but it's only the melodies and the
Everything's in the
lyrics
key of C.
and the chords. And I don't know what this is. Yeah, they seem to be in very friendly keys, like a beginner Beatle book.
There are no sharps or flats.
Yeah, right. It really kind of is. I mean, you know, it really. There's a flat. There's one flat. But anyway, it's kind of cool. So
Well, it's probably towards the end, the advanced part of
So
it.
were you really done? Did you just freak out, look up and see the sheet music? You're like, what's happening?
I looked at it, I'm like, how badly did I screw this thing up?
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
I'm like,
as-
he's like, oh my God, he's showing me the notes.
As soon as you started, you know, I was like, oh, I've got this book that I never did anything with it. And I started looking. I looked up Hey Jude. I'm like, oh, following along. You know, I'm not a note reader, really. I'm
Yeah.
really not. I'm an ear player.
Well, it's I did you know, I was thinking of doing Take Me to the Pilot, but I wasn't feeling it. And the thing is, like certain songs, you need the drum behind it. But like a lot of the Beatles stuff is because so much is in the melody. You know, it's programmed in. Not to say that Elton John isn't, because he's brilliant too. But it's like you get it's like you grow up hearing a song in your head the whole, you know, one way, and then you're trying to like translate it into something simple of just one instrument, one voice, and it gets weird. But thank you. This is a blast, and I'll be back next week.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to see you next week, and I'd love to do an interview with you for
Sure.
our
Just
JMTV
shoot me an email
show.
or text.
Yeah, let's do that, and really good to see you.
Okay, good to see you guys. Take care.
All right, great.
Hey,
Hey, Dennis.
how's it going? Howdy.
How's it
Wasn't
going?
expecting you to bring me on. I was over here doing something else on another screen.
I was going to bring Rory Gordon on, but he was like fixing his belly button lint or something. Like, there he is. Look, he's doing it now. He's like fixing his belly button. He's like, how do I get my whatever? How you doing, Rory? Ooh, I hear something weird. No, I
Needs a
hear a lot of
windsock.
distortion and nastiness happening.
Sounds like French fries cooking.
French fries.
I had you good before. Whatever you did, stop doing that, and I'll bring you back on. Because your audio is really bad.
I'm gonna switch over to my laptop.
I'm gonna lose him. Wow. Like, yeah, it sounds like he's boiling crawfish or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And he didn't invite us?
So, yeah, I'm gonna bring him on. Hold on. So Danielle wrote me a note, and I didn't read it. My friend asked me to do an Instagram live, so I just have to turn it on a couple minutes before I go on. And you mind sharing when I'm up next? You usually. Oh yeah, okay. So Danielle's got some complicated request. She's gonna also live stream it on Instagram simultaneously and all that. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, Danielle. I'm gonna have Danielle up in a little while. But while Rory's fixing his audio problem, I'm going to bring Daddy Szynski, Eric Szynski up. How you doing? Your microphone is muted. There you are.
Oh,
How you doing?
you hear me now?
Yeah, we can. Oh, you sound like the voice of from On High.
A little bit too much reverb.
No, it's good.
Is that all right?
Yeah, it's all right.
Hello.
Yay, yay.
I've been trying to turn down Billy Foster for years. Built-in reverb.
I think I missed number 9. I had a really weird accident. I impaled my finger with a corkscrew.
Ooh,
Did you ever do that?
only
No.
one.
Not intentionally.
It's really weird because you can't it's like a fish hook. You can't get it
You
out.
can't pull it out. That's right. You can't.
So I was finally I just had to rip it. So my finger was kind of.
What finger? Let me see it. Hold it up to the camera.
Yeah, it's healed. There's only a little dot
Oh,
there.
yeah, I can see the
So
line
that's
across
where you
the top.
been. I was wondering where you went. You
Well,
were.
I was here twice with my wife doing the music, and then once with my daughter, and now I'm on my own.
Good.
But I have a song for you. It's inspired by an old Creedence Clearwater revival song called "Cross Tie Walker," which is like a train song, right? Cross Tie Walker, a guy that's on the freight trains, riding around. So I changed the name to E-Train Rider.
I like it.
There's a reason for that. And I just put in some new words and I changed the melody a little bit. And it was kind of fun doing it.
That sounds great. Just so you know,
Yeah.
that I was born at one end of the E train, right? Well, I wasn't born there. I was born in Manhattan, but I lived at one end of the E train, like out in Queens. And then when I grew up and came back to New York to make my fame and fortune, I lived at the other end of the E train, which was the World Trade Center. I lived right across the street from there.
All
So
right.
the E train has been following me around for years.
Well, that's pretty cool, but that's not why I named it the E-Train. It stands for the Ed Train,
There it is.
but it doesn't fit.
There you go.
It's the Ed Train. So you'll know when you hear the lyrics.
No train reference is lost on me. I've heard it all.
You've heard it all. Well, if you want me to give it a shot, I'll give it a shot.
All right, take it away.
Oh, wait. Tell me if the guitar is good. Good?
Perfect.
All right.
Headed down to my basement just to take a ride. Sitting down in my basement just to get my time. Got myself on that E-train yesterday behind. Pulled out of the platform, there was no brass band. Streaming onto that platform, somebody raised their hand. And I'm next up in the green room for this runaway train. Train. Sand in my pocket, you know I ain't tied down. Got no cash in my pocket, no need to go downtown. 'Cause I'll be riding on that E-train where the jam times run. And if you see me coming, let me have my time. Yeah, well, if you hear me strumming, let me take my ride. And there'll be no more miles between us when we're riding that line. I'm an E-train rider where the jam times run.
Yeah, that was an Ed song, without a doubt.
Fantastic.
Catch the words. I mean, it makes sense, right?
Super good. Yeah, I wanted to do a collaboration album with people. You know, this is what I should do on while we're all cooped up and do these collaboration videos and all the train songs, all the best train songs.
There you go. There's a lot of train songs.
There's a lot of train songs. So
many.
That would be really fun. Do collaboration videos with different groups. So if you're watching right now and you want to do a train song,
I've done it before, but unfortunately I did it before I knew you, so I couldn't really get you into it.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic.
But it's fun stuff to do. It is.
Super good. You got another one for us?
I do have another one. This one is kind of based on, this is all original, based on when I started playing bluegrass. I like bluegrass music, but I'm just not a bluegrass picker. So I always kind of altered the bluegrass stuff, and I was always searching for songs that were kind of bluegrass, but not quite. And so I wrote a song called The Wicky Wacky Bluegrass Blues. And it's kind of like a trip around the Pacific Rim. I know that sounds weird, but just, you have to listen to it. And this is
one of these days, remind me to tell you about my story about a trip around the Pacific Rim, because I have a great story about that.
All right, well, tell me if this is close. I hit not everything, but a few places.
All right, go for it.
It's called the Bluegrass, Wicky Wacky Bluegrass Blues.
All right.
Bluegrass blues get me
here. Got the bluegrass blues, I gotta get out of here. Got too much beer in my veins, all these lonely heartache days. Bluegrass blues, get me out of here. Flying to Hawaii, there's a ukulele, you got here. They're playing wicky wacky bluegrass music and the luau's there. And I can stroll on my flat top, sing about nothing. Full of babies dancing in front of me there. They got that wicky wacky bluegrass music there. Put me in a trailer in the middle of Australia, dear. And I'll be playing dirt music to the dingo dogs down there. And with my didgeridoo a growling and an Aussie bear flowing, I'll be waiting for my check, stay on welfare. Slow boat to China, gonna make it stop in Tokyo. We're playing wicky wacky bluegrass music at a bar I know. They're playing find me a geisha, she'll even treat me sweeter when she moves out. Wicky wacky bluegrass boy, got the bluegrass blues, get me out of here. Got the bluegrass blues and I gotta get out of here. Too much beer in my veins, all these lonely heartache days. Bluegrass blues get me out of here. Got the wicky wacky bluegrass music at the luau there. Hey, thank you guys.
That was fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun type thing. I haven't been to these, but I've been to Hawaii. So I'd love to go back too. Yeah, I'm sure you have. You've been there.
All right, my parents met on a blind date on Waikiki Beach.
All right. See?
My father was in the Air Force. My father was an Air Force pilot flying freight to a war that supposedly never happened. It was not in Wikipedia or anything. On an island off China. Of course, that war never happened. And my mother was an airline hostess, and they were both on layovers, so they had a.
What kind of flight? What kind of plane did your father fly?
My father flew C-124s, the big transport planes.
Yeah, Caribous.
36-cylinder radial engines that were like corkscrews of cylinders in these giant, what are they called, Globemasters or
Yeah.
How
Well,
many?
you remember my job in the Air Force? I was crash rescue. So every time when they had a major problem, I had to be there.
Yeah, can you imagine an airplane with 4 engines with 36 cylinders per engine?
Yeah.
And it runs on gasoline, okay? Not jet fuel.
Whenever they went down for maintenance, they were down for a long time because it was so intricate working on them. They were down for a long time.
No, absolutely. I can't. It's so unbelievable. Now they scrapped the launch yesterday or today of the new SpaceX thing, and they show the inside. It doesn't even have a joystick. It just has like 3 iPads. The whole thing is controlled by iPads. And I'm a member of a pilots group, right? Because I used to fly planes, and I'm a member of the pilots group, and all the pilots are all like, "Oh, come on, these guys, they need a joystick. They need to be able to fly the airplane." And like, you know what? That thing will either get you to the International Space Station fine automatically, or it would kill you automatically. There's nothing that you can do these days,
Missed it by that much.
Yeah, right. You miss it, you're done. Like, you're not like, let me switch it to manual control, like on Star Trek. Like, oh, we'll just switch it to manual. Like, what?
Well, I'm an electronics moron, but by the same token, I'm so afraid that somebody's going to make a mistake and tap into what you're doing. So you're flying the plane, somebody hacks you, and the next thing you know, you're, you know, and it would drive me crazy.
That is coming. That is
Well,
coming.
I've heard about people flying upside down, but I don't know how difficult that is. When you
Oh,
lose your orientation,
Yeah, no, it's very easy to
happens.
lose your orientation. You know,
Oh, really?
a friend of mine was he flew a T-37, which is actually made by Cessna, and it's a side-by-side bubble canopy. I think it's a twin.
Twin.
It's a
It is a
twin,
twin,
I
yeah.
think,
Yeah.
right? It's a twin,
Yeah.
and it's a trainer for pilots. And his job, he was an instructor pilot, and ironically, his name was Robbie Robertson, right? And Robbie Robertson,
Department of
I swear to
Redundancy
can't make this
Department.
stuff up. Robbie Robertson, and people are like, really? You're in the Air? He's like, no, I'm not that guy. But he, his job was to take Air Force instructors who were all like hot shots, you know, like who are the best pilots there are. He would take them up and get them sick. So what he would do is he would take them up in the T-37, and he would tell me they put them under the hood, which so they can't see out the window, they could just see the instruments, and then he would do 20 snap rolls, and they roll at like 300, like two rolls a second or something. He would do 20 snap rolls while going into a loop, and then in the middle of that he would just say, "Okay, you take over." And they would have to figure out what's going on and get the airplane back under control without looking out the window. So, you know.
First jet I ever flew in was an F-100, and the guy went out of his way to do all these maneuvers. And when he finished, I had no idea we were sideways like this flying. I just couldn't figure out where I was, you know?
Right. And then you level off and you're like, no.
Yeah, I know. You think you're doing something wrong.
Exactly.
yeah.
All right, we'll save that for the aviation show, which is
Well, I
coming up.
covered everything except Australia. That was the one spot you missed.
No, that's very cool. Cool piece of music.
Anyway, yeah, cool. It's nice stories there.
All right, Eric, great to see you.
Hey, likewise. And hey, you didn't mention your you had some kind of fundraiser going on, funding.
Oh, I'm glad you asked about
What's
the
going on?
fundraiser. Yeah,
You
so
do it.
on the ticker tape on the bottom and also
Oh.
down here, you can see
Okay.
I've got a Venmo and I've got a PayPal, and I just put it out there last week. A couple of friends of mine said that there are musicians who will remain nameless who are like going on the air and like they put out a virtual tip bucket and they're getting rich. And I'm like, I don't need to get rich. I just need to get groceries. I didn't get a
Yeah,
stimulus.
that's cool.
I got no stimulus check. I got no unemployment. You call them and you're like, well, I'm a musician and I
Yeah.
had to cancel a lot of gigs. And they're like, where do you work exactly? I'm like, oh God, you know.
Well, yeah, I know. I know about that. I played a lot of bluegrass gigs, and basically you pay to play.
Oh my
you don't-
God. So
Most-
yeah,
Well, let's see, Ed.
Yeah.
Now, we're here as opposed to the clubs that we used to be in, let's say the Black Duck, and my bar tab was on the average of 100 and something for Rolo shots of tequila. So I just
Exactly.
send that to you because I'm here.
Somebody got it.
exactly, exactly. And send me a bottle of whatever that tequila is that you drink. So yeah. So anyway, so I
So
did.
which one is you, Ed? Is it Euro Rail?
Yeah, well, okay,
Gmail?
so I grew up in Europe, and my last name is Train, so it's Eurorail
Euro Rail.
at
Like
gmail.com.
the Euro
Oh,
Pass.
okay.
European Railroad.
Euro Pass.
And or there's Venmo at Ed-Train, and then I don't know.
All right.
You could like take your money and you could spray it with cleaner, and then you could like brush it off and put it out in the UV light for a week, and then you could like send it to me in an envelope.
Real
I don't-
cash.
Stuff in an envelope.
Real cash. Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
know. I haven't used any cash
Yeah.
since this began. My wallet
Yep.
has not been open
Yeah.
at all since all this happened.
I mean, without even COVID, the dirtiest thing you touch on a regular basis is money.
That's right. Yeah.
That's
Before
right.
anything else.
Yep.
I just
Haven't
don't
used
have
cash
it.
in
Yeah.
a
So
couple
anyway,
years.
I opened it up last week, sort of casually. I said, "Look,
All right.
Venmo,
Good.
whatever."
Well, good
And,
luck with it. Yeah.
and I got a whole bunch of people that donated some money. And you know what? If I just got a few bucks from a few
Yeah.
people and whatever, some people went over the top, like they were super nice and generous. And I'm
Yeah.
going to formalize this a little more. So like people that have businesses that they want to promote, or a restaurant that's doing
Sure.
curbside or whatever,
Yep.
I'll be doing some sort of sponsorship stuff, or and if people want to like get their name in lights, I will put their name in lights. But
Right.
a lot of people were just wanting to help out, and every little bit helps right now. So,
Good. All right.
Thank you for asking about
Yeah, I had to
that.
bring it up because I didn't catch what you said. I knew you mentioned it, but so yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely. That's a
So
good.
if anybody's feeling it, you're
I'm,
welcome.
I'm gonna jump on it. I'm gonna.
Thank you,
All
thank
right.
you, thank you, guys. All right, Eric, good to see you.
All right, thanks. Thanks
Good
for
job,
catch you
man.
later.
and thanks for the.
All right, you guys. So now I'm going to bring up, finally, let's see if he's done boiling crawfish. Rory.
There I am.
Oh, there you are.
There
What was
he
it?
is.
What you got to tell me. I'm a studio geek. What was it? What was doing that?
I was doing it on my iPhone, and it started cracking up, and the phone was red hot. So I guess the phone was just overheating. I switched to my other. I have a separate phone for business, and that overheated. And I'm on my laptop, so we'll see
Why
how
are
long
your
we last.
phones overheating? It's like
I don't
nice
know. I don't know. I just paid the bill this afternoon. Maybe they're nudging me. If you send that in a little bit earlier, we might be able to let you get on open mic night a little easier.
Yeah, right. Exactly. We
Do
would not
2 days
want
ago.
anything to happen to you while you're playing your guitar.
No, and they know where I live. So
Exactly. Oh, they know where you live. That's for sure.
yeah.
So what are you going to do for us? You got a guitar?
Oh, yes, I do. Hey, look at that. I just happen to have one handy.
Amazing. What do you got?
I'll do a what's the name of it? The Cure. Let me just do it.
All right. Take it away.
I don't care if Monday's black, Tuesday gray or Wednesday too. Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love. Monday, you can fall apart. Tuesday, Wednesday, break my heart. Thursday doesn't even start. It's Friday, I'm in love. Saturday waits. Sunday always comes too late. Friday never hesitates. I don't care if Monday's black. Tuesday, Wednesday, heart attack. Thursday, never looking back. It's Friday, I'm in love. I don't care, you hold your head. Tuesday, Wednesday, stay in bed. Thursday, watch the walls instead. It's Friday, I'm in love. Saturday waits. Sunday always comes too late. Friday never hesitate. Dressed up to the eyes, it's a wonderful surprise. See your shoes and your spirits rise. Throwing out your frown, smiling at the sound. Sleep is a sheep spinning round and round. Always take a big bite, it's such a gorgeous sight. See you eat in the middle of the night. I can never get enough of this stuff. Friday, I'm in love. I don't care if Monday's blue. Tuesday's gray and Wednesday too. Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love. Monday, you can fall apart. Tuesday, Wednesday, break my heart. Thursday doesn't even start. It's Friday, I'm in love. Here's one. Am I all alone?
That's very cool. Yeah, I just
Oh.
got to push the button. I'm like
Oh,
trying
okay.
to push the button.
Just my computer went dead and I'm playing to myself. That's
No.
one of those that song to me, like you listen to The Cure and everybody's like, The Cure is a, if you take the Cure weirdness out of it, that song sounds like a Buddy Holly song to me.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, but then you got to put the goth makeup on and the outfit and the hair and everything. But that's a cool song.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I love it when people do songs and they cover them, and they cover like a weird song and they do it straight ahead, or you know, and it's just like you realize music is a very personal thing, and you can customize pretty much anything into your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Gray does a version of that song, and suddenly it just sounds like a normal song. It doesn't sound like The Cure, you know, all bizarre and everything. So, but it's a great song.
I actually have a funny story for you on that subject. I'm in a storytelling mood tonight, obviously, but so there used to be this thing back in the olden days called MySpace. It was even before AOL, right?
Heard of it.
MySpace. And so the idea of MySpace is that artists and musicians initially would sign on and have a place to put their work out, their music and whatever. So it was really good for sharing artwork and sharing audio clips and things. It was way before video did that. And
all my photographer friends did it, yeah.
There you go. And so the problem with MySpace is that nobody was social media savvy in those days. And it's the long arm of the law. And so big stars, didn't know whether they should be on MySpace or not. So my friend on MySpace was Alanis Morissette, right?
Oh, cool.
And we used to chat on MySpace. Like, I'd be like, "Hi, Alanis Morissette, I think you're really good." And she's like, "Oh, I think you're really good. Oh, I like the thing you said." And we would chat back and forth. And so there was a song. This was during a kind of a stupid time in music, right? And the Black Eyed Peas and Fergie and whatever were doing their kind of funny in-your-face songs, whatever. And the chick in the Black Eyed Peas, Fergie, right, was doing. She did a song called "Fergalicious," right? And it was bratty and punky and in your face and stupid and, you know, with a video and everything. So I decided to do a parody of that song, and there was never a video for my parody, but it was called "Special Ed is Specialicious," right? And so I redid the whole song in Pro Tools, and then I using, like, I'm not a singer. Everybody knows I'm not a singer, but I used auto-tune, and I made this like crazy song, which I'll put on one of these days. And Alanis Morissette wrote me back, and she said, "Oh my God, I thought that was so funny that you did a parody. I've got to do a parody myself now. I swear to God, I'm not making this up." Right? So she said, "I'm going to do a parody of a Black Eyed Peas song called My Humps." Have you ever heard that song?
Yeah, I know.
Yes. It's really a dopey song, right? It's like Fergie going, my hump, and all the boys want my hump, right? And so Alanis Morissette did it as a romantic ballad. And I am going to play it. You're gonna play another song, Rory. You got another one for us? You're gonna play another song, and I'm gonna go find that, and I'm gonna play that for you guys after the song.
I want to hear that.
And it's a lot, and she shot a music video, right? So then I wrote her back, and I went, "I can't believe you stole my thunder," and she never wrote me back. She never wrote me. I was like, that was my idea.
You know, I used to work for Cherry Lane Publishing, and they published the Black Eyed Peas. And, you know, and I'm listening to this stuff on the radio, and I'm just kind of rolling my eyes. And the company I was working for, money was coming in hand over fist. They thought they were the greatest thing in the world. And you know the original, "Let's Get It Started in Here," what the original lyrics were supposed to be, right?
No.
When they wrote the song and brought it to, when Cherry Lane first heard it, it was called "Let's Get Retarded in Here."
Oh yeah, I did know that. Yeah.
And then they said, no, probably not. You know, and they were like, "Well, why not?" You know, it's hard. But eventually they changed it. But that's that's the Black Eyed Peas for you. I remember them well.
So that's great. Yeah, I'm a fan. So anyway, go ahead, Rory. Play.
Okay, the old 97s.
Oh, hey.
Well, your eyes are the color of the earth as seen from outer space. You got a gorgeous face, though it's a little odd. You tell me that you kind of like the stories of real love, the kind that's flawed. Let's drink whiskey and do it all night long. Let's get drunk and get it on. Take you to a cheap hotel out on the interstate. You look so great to me. This is the perfect place for a rendezvous. It's got a rotten view, but the ice is free. Let's drink whiskey and do it all night long. Let's get drunk and get it on. Lay out a blanket beneath the water tower. Feel your meteor shower, heaven on display. We got right here, right now, lucky us. It's wondrous, what a perfect day. Drink champagne and make love all night long. Let's get drunk and get it on. Drink whiskey and get it all night long. Let's get drunk and get it on. Let's get drunk and get it on. There you go.
We're clapping. We're clapping. We just
To that,
get the.
I will drink to that.
Bill, you'll handle the first part. The first part of it, of course. Ed, what are you drinking? Clorox?
It's a generic glass cleaner.
Glass
I also
Like
take
Windex.
it nasally. You know, it's good for the coronavirus. I heard.
I thought that was a Greek thing.
It's got that sort of antifreeze color to it. It's nice.
Oh my God! All right, so
Little
you
lemon
guys.
lime.
So hang
Blue
tight.
Hawaii drink.
I'm going to bring Danielle on, but before I bring Danielle on, I'm
gonna play
going
that
to
song?
go. I'm going to try. So let me see if I can. I found it. I got to see if I can push the right buttons. Let's see if I can do this.
All right. Check it out.
Oh, look! I think we're happening here. All right, hang tight. Here it comes. Let's hope this works. I don't hear it. All right, hold on, you guys.
I like it so far. I like it.
Oh my God, no, it's really funny. I can't figure it out. All right, hold on a minute.
Rewind.
I don't care that I'm on the air. Alanis, for some reason. Oh, it's hysterical, but I've got to get it working. So hopefully this will play. You guys can see this, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, hang tight. Maybe I have it muted or something. Let's see. I'm just streaming it right off YouTube. Maybe it won't let me do that. But, oh, yeah, that's why it's muted.
Working from home is trending. But what is
Oh, my
working
God,
from
they're going to
home
make
do?
us watch an ad.
It's not this.
They're going to make us watch
It's doing
like
this.
some lady on her laptop. All right, here we go. Can you hear it?
Yes.
All right, check it out.
I drive these scrubbers crazy. I do it on the daily. They treat me really nicely. They buy me all these ices. Dolce and Gabbana. Fendi and Bandana.
She does it just like an Alanis Morissette tune.
They be sharing all their money, got me wearing fly. My love, my love, my love, my love.
And that's her boyfriend, right?
Love, my lady loves. My hump, my hump, my hump, my humps. They got you.
This is my favorite line in the song right now. Here we go.
What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk inside your trunk. Come on, get you drunk, get you love drunk off my What you gonna do with all that ash? All that ash inside them jeans. I'm gonna make you scream, make you scream, make you scream. You say I'm really sexy.
Oh my God, I gotta stop it. It's too hysterical.
That is really cool, though. That's really cool.
She does it as this like heartfelt ballad, you know, like she
I
just
know, yeah.
sings her heart out. She got that Alanis, like that little voice crack going on. Like she nailed it.
I would have loved to have been
Definitely.
there when she had all of those guys that are doing the background movements with the song really slow. That must have been a lot of fun.
Oh my God. And they shot it. You can tell they shot it like they were she probably called her music video people and she's like, listen, we're doing this for MySpace. So she released it on MySpace, right? So anyway, but yeah, go check it out. Go to Google and type Alanis Morissette humps and watch the whole video because she is really very, very funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Really good stuff. All right, look who I got.
It's me.
Hey,
It's Danielle.
Hello. And my sister.
Hey, sister, how you doing?
Good. I'm Nicole. Sister Nicole.
Nice to see you. So, you know, I've been meaning to ask you for years, Danielle, if you had a sister, you know.
Oh, well. Yep.
There she is. Sounds
Yeah, I have
good.
a sister.
So now you're surrounded by 4 guys. How you guys doing? Where are you now?
well,
Where are you?
cornered more than surrounded.
Feels like a lead up to a joke.
Are you back on the Cape?
Yes. Yes, we are. Happily on the Cape. Me, my sister, my boyfriend, my mother, and my mother's husband, George.
That's great.
Yep.
Any dogs and cats?
One dog. We separated the 2 dogs. They were a little much to have them
Yeah.
both there. So
Cool. Well, good to see you.
yeah, good to see you too.
What are you gonna do? What are you both gonna perform?
Yes.
Oh.
Nicole sings. So we're gonna sing together for one song, and then I'm gonna kick her out.
All right, that sounds great.
One
Is
of
this the original or the cover?
This is the cover. It's the same. Yes, same format.
All right, go for it.
All right. Hang on 1 second. There's a lot of technology happening tonight.
I love it.
Good thing I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay. Ready? This is called Let It Go by James Bay. Yep. From walking home and talking loads, seeing shows in evening clothes with you, nervous touch and getting drunk, staying up and waking up with you. Now we're slipping at the edge, holding something we don't need. All this delusion in our heads is gonna bring us to our knees. Come on, let it go, let it be. Why don't you be you and I'll be me? Everything that's broke, leave it to the breeze. You be you, I'll be me, and I'll be me. I forgot. From throwing clothes across the floor to teeth and claws and slamming doors at you. If this is all we're living for, then why are we doing it anymore? I used to recognize myself, it's funny how reflections change. We're becoming someone else, I think it's gonna go away. So come on, let it go, let it be. Why don't you be you and I'll be everything that's broke. Breathe the breeze. You'll be you and I'll be me, and I'll be me. Trying to fit your hand inside mine when we don't know it don't belong. There's no force on earth can make me feel right, no. Oh, trying to push this problem up the hill and it's just too heavy to hold. Think now's the time to let it slide. So come on, let it go. Let it be. You'll be you. I'll be me. Everything that's broke, leave it to the breeze. Let the ashes fall. Forget about me. Come on, let it go. Let it be. You'll be you, and I'll be, and I'll be me. Oh, the live audience. Thank you.
The live audience. That was great.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you can both sing. So obviously it is genetic. It's genetic or it's nurture or I don't know.
Don't say that. My mom's right over there. She'll jump in.
Oh, yeah? Mom, tell me, is it genetic or is it nurture? Did you make them like that or did you make them like that?
She said just like this, I think it's genetic.
There you go.
Yeah, she's a comedian too.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
So what else are you going to do? You're going to do an original now?
Yeah, now I feel like it kind of just falls off a cliff. I should have kept her on for two, but...
Oh. Well, I hope to see her, Becky. What's your sister's name?
Bye.
Bye. What's your sister's name?
Bye.
Her name is Nicole.
Fantastic.
Nicole, thank you.
Oh, bye.
Sound good.
Nice job, Nicole.
Bye, thank you. She's really leaving. She's leaving.
This arm comes in every now and then.
She's embarrassed.
All right, what are you going to do? Tell us about this song.
This is one I've already played for you called What's Out There. I just changed a few words, so I'll consider it a new one this week.
All right, cool. Go for it.
Talking too low with whistles through breath. Oh, there she goes. And singing out loud the thought of what comes next. I face myself to the mist, hard to not raise a fist, but smoke is all that's left. Sipping the sea, knowing it's always there, and holding on tight to a breeze that fills the air. I count my fingertips, hopeful to calm the grips, while falling to a prayer. So it's clear you've come undone. Oh, it's clear you've come undone. Hey, I can't compare, and I can't compare with what's out there. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. That wasn't supposed to be cool or anything. I just started it slow. Oh, you turn your neck, but how can you see? And you turn your eyes and expect us to receive. Staring directly straight, eyelids that hold the weight, the strength, the grounds to breathe. you see, you haven't won. Hey, I can compare, I can compare. Oh, it's nice to feel the sun. Oh, it's nice to see the sun. Hey, I can compare, I can compare, I can compare with what's out there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
That was great.
Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have a new one this week, so sorry for the letdown.
That's awesome. That's super good. So what are you streaming on Instagram as well?
Yeah, I'm trying Instagram Live for the first time ever, and it feels super awkward, and I'm sure it is super awkward because I'm not tech savvy, and I'm just an awkward person in general. So, but I think it's working. People are typing and stuff.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Should I be on Instagram? Should I have that going too?
I guess so. I didn't want to take away. I wanted to send people your YouTube link, but then it's how do you disseminate that information to everyone in an efficient manner? So Instagram Live ended up being the right path.
Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually looking into there's a piece of software that I'm looking into. As long as we're going to be geeky, nerdy people now talking about tech, but there's a piece of software that lets me connect to what I'm using here, and I stream to it, and it shoots it out to, Twitch and Instagram and everything simultaneously live to every channel. So, if there does 31 channels at the same time, I didn't know there were 31 channels.
Yeah, me neither. That's way over my head. So
yeah. So look for us on Twitch. Danielle and I will be on Twitch next week.
I don't have any account, but.
And no, I'm a handle. I'm signing you up. Don't worry. And we'll be on. I was going to make up a name of a social media platform. Now that Trump is going to kill all the social media platforms, it's all up for grabs. I figure,
Yep. Yeah, you bet.
Live on Twitter. Why? Why would I be live on Twitter? I don't know. So.
I'm probably the worst millennial you could ever talk to. I don't know about technology or social media, but I figured this out.
Awesome. You did good.
Okay. Thanks, Ed.
All right. Worst millennial ever. Great to see you, Danielle.
You too.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah, she's good, right?
Yeah.
She's really good.
Yeah, very good.
All right. So
do you hear how similar her sister's voice was?
Say that again.
Do you hear how similar their voices were? They sounded so much alike at one point,
Yeah.
Yeah, really cool. I don't remember that she had a sister. It's really cool. All right. Guess what I'm going to do now?
Was ist los?
No telling.
I'm trying to figure this out, and if I do, I'm a genius, and if I don't, it's hard to do it. So here we go. All I have to do is push that little triangle, and it should go.
Yeah. Damn, good stuff.
That was from the olden days when people actually did music on a stage.
Next to each other.
And that was around 1990.
When I was a kid, I used to go down.
Oh my God, it's still playing. Hold on.
I used to go to the Murray K shows.
I'm gonna make it stop.
Yeah, that's yeah. I didn't know it ran into the other one.
Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. I miss the band.
Yeah,
I miss
good
Billy
stuff.
and the Showman.
Yeah, we gotta definitely get together and do something big when this is all over. You know, I mean, just get all the musicians, everybody, just get and play. You know.
So before the pandemic hit, how long was Billy and the Showman together?
Let's see. This is in 2.5 years we'll be 60 years old. The band will be 60.
Wow.
Been together a
Yeah.
while.
That's great. That's great. Well, we gotta get through the pandemic because that's a band that, number one, there's so many people in the band that you can't socially distance, and number
In the band, yeah. Exactly.
Them stood out across the whole
two,
football field.
We don't know how much is going to be left by the time this is
I had a
over.
conversation with a musician the other day who was like, you know what? We need to go out to the venues and we need to tell them that we can play and we can stay socially distant on the stage, and then we'll tell people that they can't dance, that they shouldn't dance, and they shouldn't get close to each other. I'm like, are you even hearing yourself? Like, we are not. I'm like, we are not in, like, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go into a venue. I'm gonna like, listen, nobody's gonna come to the gig. I'm not bringing anybody, so you don't have to worry about anybody getting sick. It's just gonna be me and a couple of people in the band, and nobody's gonna come, so you'll be okay.
And whatever you do, don't dance.
Don't dance.
And whatever you do, don't dance. You know?
Yeah, whatever
Don't
you
play
do,
for the door.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God, it's true.
So many
All right.
guys in the showman that play horns. It's just like when we get back together, it's communicating just to get everybody on the telephone again. It's so many people. It's unbelievable.
Exactly. All right, look who I got.
Tommy.
It's Tommy.
Hey, how's it going?
Tommy.
Hey.
Yo-ho! That was great, man. That was really
Yeah,
good.
listen to you with the
Yeah.
voice of God echo. You sound good.
Thanks. Yeah. Checking out some new gear.
How you been doing? Where you been eating?
I posted everywhere. Bobby Q's, Colony Pizza, Sedona Tap House, Tavern on 7, all the local businesses.
That's
And,
great.
Yeah, it's cool. Now I get to eat outside too, which is great. So it's actually good to go out to dinner. So we'll see. It's working out pretty good.
You're the biggest supporter of local eateries,
Oh, absolutely.
even
Yeah.
during the
And
pandemic.
I like what you've been cooking too. You've been posting some pretty good stuff. You haven't been starving, which is nice to see.
Yeah,
Cooking a lot of great stuff.
Absolutely.
You had some Mexican thing going on with some tacos and some salsa picada, and it was just really awesome. I got hungry just looking at it. I didn't
I'm
go
getting
start
hungry.
cooking.
I didn't have dinner, so I'm gonna have dinner after the show, and I'm starved. But I make a lot of these Asian noodle soups where I take like whatever vegetables and mushrooms and spinach and garlic and ginger into these spicy soups with a lot of crazy Asian hot sauce and whatever. I eat that a lot, and then I discovered corn tortillas, which everybody buys flour tortillas, but I've discovered corn tortillas and I love them. And so I make all kinds of junk leftover. I just throw the leftovers on the tortillas with some, cilantro, and it's unbelievable.
Cool. Very cool.
But it's hot sauce that's keeping me alive during the pandemic. I have developed such a tolerance for hot sauce because I'm alone and I just am cooking up these crazy spices. I'm like sweating. I'm like, oh my God, like dying eating this food. So it's keeping me company.
Now, do you have a favorite hot sauce? Because a lot of people are connoisseurs.
So,
There's
are you
a certain
close
kind
to
of
the
hot sauce
bathroom?
that people like, and some people like Frank's Red Hot. Some people
There's
like
one.
stuff.
No, none of that stuff. None of that Louisiana stuff. The Tabasco, I like it, and I went to Avery Island, and I looked. It's amazing down in Louisiana. But the hot sauces that I have are these like Asian garlic, spicy hot sauces. I also like Jamaican. Like habanero, the orange habanero pepper.
Yeah.
But
nice.
the Asian ones, and you look in the ingredients, you're like, why is this so good? It's like fish oil. You're like, don't tell me fish oil. I don't want to. I don't want to know. I don't want to know that that's a thing. But squid and whatever. They put all kinds of stuff in the Asian hot sauces to give it a lot of flavor. But yeah, I've been living large on this one kind. I'll bring it on after you do your set, and I'll do a little PSA for that hot sauce.
Raina and I used to dine at a place in Greenwich Village, and their big thing was they encouraged everyone that ate there. They had all types of hot sauces, and they encouraged everyone to bring a new hot sauce. So as you sat in the dining room, you were surrounded by rows and rows of hot sauces from all over the world. The place was great. It was in Greenwich Village. She's out there on the phone now. I'll see if I can get the name of it. Right. But it was a great place. Unbelievable. Hot sauce. You could ask for any kind you wanted.
Yeah, there's a place. You know the Bayou? You ever go to the Bayou in Fleetwood off the Cross County?
No,
I've been there. I was there back in
God.
2003. Are they still there? It's incredible.
Well, I hope they're still there. They're an incredible place, and they're surrounded by.
They have the hot sauces. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They've got one called.
They must have like 200 hot sauces all around the wall.
Yeah, it's the same way with this place. All over the dining room, around the dining room, all different hot, and you could ask for what you wanted.
Yeah, like if your favorite hot sauce is Alien Anal Probe, it's there. I swear to you, that's a real hot sauce at the Bayou. I'll never forget that. Reminds me of when I was abducted as a child, you know. So. Oh my God. So, Tommy, what are you gonna do for us?
I just want to do one song. I got this new condenser mic, and hopefully my guitar doesn't drop out. So I'm just testing the gear. I'll do one song, and that'll be it. It's
all right. Very cool.
It's an old Leonard Skinner called.
Uh-oh, no, you just froze. I don't even think you're like.
Yeah.
Am I good?
There he is. You were like, I don't want my.
You froze.
You know, like.
Oh boy.
But no, I got you now. So go for it. Take it away.
Rose again.
Oh no, we lost him. It's his internet connection. This is the problem. I'm going to talk while he's trying to come back on, but it's everybody's got these amazing interfaces and condenser mics and reverbs that affect. Oh God, he just dropped out. This could be bad.
We can have the Tommy box the rest of the night.
He's gone. We could have the Tom McNulty bug. Oh my God! Let's see if I can kick him. Let's see if it works. Oh, it works. Okay. Well, hopefully he logs back on and he comes back in. And no, but everybody invests. Like the first night we did this 11 weeks ago. I can't believe it's been 11 weeks. But the first night we did this, everybody sounded terrible. They didn't have it figured out. They didn't have the technology figured out. The internet was broken. Now we're like better than CNN. Like this looks good.
Yeah.
And we all sound good. You know, you say yeah, and your voice like yeah, like everything is awesome now, right? Except you better not have somebody in your house playing, Mario Kart online or somebody watching Netflix because it'll be like, oh, sorry, Netflix overrides Jam TV.
Right.
On the net neutrality list, Jam TV is pretty low. So hopefully Tommy will come back in. But in the meantime, I'm going to go find something else for Billy Foster. How about that? I don't know if I can do it. Let's see. So,
do you need bail money?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to try. Billy sent me a link of something else that he did with Lee Henry, who I miss immensely. I hope Lee Henry is doing great. And I am trying to...
Lee is one of those guys that natural harmonies. Him and I just caught him the first time we sat down together. Natural harmony.
That guy's a great singer.
He is.
All right, let me see if I can push some buttons and make this happen. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to try.
And if I know,
can you hear that?
Yeah. She's got her worries when I've got to share. the same misery. And we've been through so much together. And that is why I know, oh baby, I know I can only make it better because when something is wrong with my baby, something is wrong with me.
Just what she means to me now. Oh, no, you just wouldn't understand. People will say she's no good. Oh, she's my woman, and I know that I'm her man. Yeah, if she's got a problem, oh, I know, I gotta help her solve now.
When something is wrong with my baby, something is wrong with me. When something is wrong with my baby, something is wrong with my baby. Oh yeah, something is wrong with my baby. Something is wrong with me.
Great job, Billy. Oh, yeah, Billy Foster, right?
That was fun.
Yeah, I love
That was
singing
great.
with that guy.
You're great.
What a great thing. I'm glad you sent me those, Billy.
Yeah, I sent you a couple of them, but I figure whatever ones you want to play, you just do it when you want. There's a bunch more of the Showman, but they're not put together well.
Yeah, and you know what happens? This is Billy Foster, right? This is Billy Foster. If you leave anything Billy Foster sends you on the screen for too long, this is what appears. Hold on. Here it is. This is what appears. Dwarves. And this is what came up after your video. That's all I'm saying. I had nothing to do with this. Billy Foster, YouTube knows what you want next. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Really funny. I was like, oh, there's audio. And then I switched the screen. I'm like, it's a dwarf with two naked girls on it. I wouldn't even Google dwarf and girls in a pool slide. I wouldn't even know how to Google that.
The only musical aspect of that is that he definitely hits the high note.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my God. So guess what I've got now? Dennis sent me a video that he did with Henry and who'd you do this with?
Henry and Tommy.
Oh, Henry and Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy, who is rebooting his computer right now. Mission Control tells me that he's rebooting his computer. But I'm going to play that song. Let me see if I can find it. So first I'm going to bring back the dwarf with the two scantily clad girls. You know,
I'm sure this is the lead in.
and I'd like Billy Foster to try to narrate. Give me a caption for this picture.
For that picture right there?
Yeah.
I'll give you the short end of the stick. No, you don't want to hear the rest.
Oh my God. All right, here it is. Let's see if this works.
Mama told me when I was young, come sit beside me, my only son, and listen closely to the words I say. If you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. Take your time and don't live too fast. Troubles will come, they will pass. Find a woman, you'll find love. And don't forget, son, there is someone up above. And be a simple kind of man. Or be something love and understands. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Goals. All you need, my son, is in your soul. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can? All I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of mind. Or be something love and understands. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Well, don't you worry, you'll find yourself follow your heart and nothing else. You can do this for me, baby, if you try. All I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Or be something love and understands. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Won't you do this for me, son, if you can?
Yeah.
Oh, look, credits.
Thank you.
That was
That
good.
was fun.
That was great to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Good to see Henry, too.
That was really cool. Nice to see Henry.
Yep.
Yeah, it was good to see.
Very, very cool.
Hey guys, I'm going to be signing off, so I'll see you all next week.
Rory, good to see
Hey,
you,
see you,
man.
Rory.
You too, Billy. Dennis, have a
Really
good night,
cool.
guys.
Stay safe, buddy. Stay safe.
Really
Yes.
cool. Yeah, good to see Rory. Good to see you. So Tommy is going to try maybe to come back in. I don't know. He's trying to come back in. But I've got something I want to play in the meantime. I want to show you this, guys. I don't know if you guys were there. Well, Dennis wasn't there, but it was back in the Cobb's Mill days, and it was Cal Keogh and Dan Caravalla and Jeff and Andrei Burtsev, the Russian guy from the band I played with on drums, and Maria Nazaro on tambourine, killing it on twin tambourine. And we did Higher Ground. Did you ever see that one?
Oh yeah, I think I was there.
You might have been there. Yeah, it was. That was definitely a good night. So I'm gonna see. I'm
Yeah.
gonna see if I can bring that one on. We're just playing stuff live tonight. I'm like DJing tonight. So let's see if this works. No.
That's me.
That's yours again.
Even though that was a good one.
I'm gonna go back to. I gotta grab a link and I gotta drop that in here. And let's see if this works. It's a miracle if it works. You can see it, right? It's like we're surfing the web together. Let's hope.
It's a little condensed, but it's there.
Yeah, here it comes. It's gonna work. All right, here we go. Oh, you can't see it, can you?
We can see it.
I can see it. I
frozen.
can't hear it.
I can hear it, yes.
Oh, hold on a minute. I don't know if we're going to be able to play this one. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know if this one's going to play. It opens it up in a separate screen. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's
I'm
much
gonna
bigger.
I'm gonna try it one more
There we
time.
go.
Is it move?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
it's
can hear it now.
moving. All right, good. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh yeah, there it is. You guys might know this one.
Check her out on the tambourine. She's killing it.
Yeah.
Keep on turning.
That kid can play bass, huh?
Yeah, he's good.
Definitely.
Now that's funky.
Andre's from Siberia, the drummer. He's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But that kid, Dan Caravella, he's like, listen to him playing that bass, and it's like a machine gun.
Yeah.
was like a jam band. It goes on way too long, but it was kind of fun. Drum solo, why not? Drum solo. Listen to this
monster.
Listen to this freaking guy. He's so good.
Good stuff.
Wow, man,
Yeah,
that was a
jam
killer
and
jam.
jam.
Wow.
That is a pretty killer jam. It was way too long, like way too long, but it was super fun.
Yeah, but if you
was
remember
a monster.
back in
It was
those
good.
days, once the groove started going, some people would even come on stage and go off stage, and it just went.
Yeah, really
Gotta
good.
roll
That
with
guy
that, man. That was good.
Andre is such a good drummer. He learned music in a weird way because he grew up in Siberia. And first of all, there's an amazing music community in Siberia. They have nothing to do but practice because like winter is 11 months a year, you know?
Oh,
and yeah, he learned music in
Well,
a very odd way.
He came one night to see the showman. He came to see the showman one night, and I had already played with him, but you know the guys, right? So he wanted to sit in on what is hip. And the guys, he didn't speak much English. They said, no, I got the video someplace. I'll bring it in. When we started playing and he started hitting it, everybody in the band turned to watch him. That's how good he was. He was on the money. He was just
right. Super good. All right, Tommy, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here. I've got the bandwidth issue ironed out. Everything's solid. I sound pretty good, right? Everything comes through okay, clear?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. The only thing is...
Sound is good.
Okay. Well, no fancy effects, nothing like that. So just me straight on the guitar. So I'm going to give this a shot.
Go for it.
We don't need no plastic LA friends. We're in the end of no popular trend. I ain't ever seen the inside of that magazine, GQ. We don't care if you're a lawyer or a Texas oil man or some wage busting ass in some liquor stand. If you got soul, we hang with the people just like you. My hair's turning white. My neck's always been red. Collar's still blue. We've always been here. Try to sing the truth to you. You can say we've always been red, white, and blue. Ride our own bikes to Sturgis, we pay our own dues. We're smoking camels, drinking domestic brews. If you want to know how to look at my hands. Driven by the white, I spent some time in jail. Mama cried she wouldn't pay my bail. I ain't been no angel, but even God, he understands. My hair's turning white, my neck's always been red, collar's still blue. We've always been here. Try to sing the truth to you. You can say we've always been red, white, and blue. Hair's turning white, neck's always been red, collar's still blue. We've always been here. Try to sing the truth to you. You can say we've always been red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Gotta get
thanks.
John.
It's a miracle.
Thank you very
it
much.
works.
And I'm still here. It's good.
That's great.
It's amazing what a little bandwidth will get you, right? Wow.
So what'd you do over there? What'd you set up over there for technology?
I got Katie and I both working at home. I had to upgrade the wireless, and I got the Google Nest, and so the connection up here is a lot better than downstairs where I do all my recording and stuff.
Oh, right.
So if you hook up to the access point, I did a speed test downstairs, and I was like 13. I come upstairs, I'm like 60. But we paid for 200, so I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. So
Yeah.
what? But
Part voodoo,
why do
part
you sound
science,
so
you know?
good? Why do you sound so much better than we do?
It's
I'll tell
Tommy.
you, it's this.
What is that?
This is a condenser mic. It's a short condenser mic. So like the first time I came on the show, I think I was on show 5.
Yeah.
You've been at this a while. This was 11, show 11. Who knew it would go on this long? But long story short, when I was playing, my guitar kept dropping out, and I could hear my voice in Henry's drums, and it sounded really tinny and thin, and
Yeah.
everybody kept sounding really, really good. And I figured, I got to update my tech, So the condenser mic, I guess, makes everything sound a lot better. So I got this, and we'll see how it sounded on Facebook. In the studio, it sounds really good.
It sounds
I
great
know
here,
sometimes
yeah.
when it transposes to like, yeah. So we'll see. I'm hoping it sounds good online. We'll see.
By the time this is over,
you learn as you go along, right?
We're all going to be technical geniuses by the time this is over.
I know.
All I know is the on and off switch. I know nothing else. On, off. I know nothing.
Exactly. Well, so far it's working. I don't know. You have kind of a cool shot. Everybody's getting better at camera work too. Like Billy's got the shirt and it's lit with the right light, and he's got the orangey light in the background, and the angle is good. And, everybody's like, right. It's we're all doing good.
Yeah.
So I'm moving broadcast centers in a few weeks. Probably in 3 weeks, I'm going to be broadcasting from another location.
From the
Not
boat?
in Pennsylvania anymore?
No,
or
from
are
a
you gonna be
secret lair. This is not public information yet, but there's
an
going to
underground lair?
be my private,
An
my
evil
private
lair?
pirate radio is going to be going out of a different location in a few weeks. So
Pirate Radio.
Yes,
That was
exactly.
a movie, wasn't it? And
I
all
think
the
it
great
was,
music and
yeah.
stuff.
So we won't be able
It was
to send like
awesome.
we won't be able to send like drones out to find you. That kind
exactly,
of thing. You'll be
the
deep.
black vans are already circling.
Yeah.
That's
IP address track you down. I got news for you.
So you guys hang out for a second because I'm going to play. So all right. So here's the thing. There was this lovely young lady who contacted me from Estonia, which is not a stoner country. It is actually a country in Northern Europe,
Yeah.
Estonia, and they she saw the show and she heard about what we were doing and wanted to be on the show. So we shot a segment for the show, which I aired last week. And when we got to the section where her music was supposed to play, there was some sort of weirdo internet server bug, and it didn't play the music. So I'm going to play her tune. She does this like cool kind of techno electronic music. She's very talented. And I'm going to play that right now. You guys hang out, and I'm going to go try to bring that on. That's Calkeo, right? So let me see if I can push the right button. I haven't done a lot of this sort of live switching, like, you know, where I'm playing it live. Let's see if this is going to work. Is see something happening? Oh, something's happening.
There you go.
Good. Oh, here she is.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, this is kind of cool. Estonia. Oh, now choke.
Words like violence break the silence. Come crashing into my little world. Painful to me, breathe right through me. Can't you understand? Oh, you're my little girl. All I wanted, all I needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary. They can only do harm.
I'll know when I check the feed tomorrow. Oh, live just now? Yeah.
Vows are spoken to be broken. Feelings are intense. Words are trivial. Pleasures remain. So does the pain. Words are meaningless and unforgettable. All I wanted, all I needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary. They can only do harm.
Okay, welcome back. We're on Jam TV, and I'm going to bring in a special guest. Helena from Estonia is going to be joining us, and here she comes. Hi. Oh, I have you muted. Welcome into the studio at Jam TV.
Yeah, hey.
So you're in Estonia. Tell me a little bit about your musical background. What do you do?
I play piano. I learned in music school for about 7.5 years. It was a long time ago, but the main thing is learned. And I was a little girl, then I wanted to learn everything on my own. Started the time when I created some music, some songs. Then I learned to play different things. But in the end, I wanted to create something different, something new, tried something new. And then we made HL Jenny. This is the artist name. Yeah.
That sounds great. And so do you have a partner that you work with, or do you work alone?
Yeah, I have. We
Who's
team.
that?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, he's Marek, and his other names are Commodore Boy and Second Lounge. Also, you can check it on SoundCloud and YouTube.
That sounds great. Yeah. So, all of us, we play music live. I don't know if you're a recording artist or do you perform live as well?
We have done one live, yes. But now we want to organize other party or something. We don't know when, because this is situation in the world right now is a little bit crazy,
I know, absolutely.
But yeah, and the little one went also to the local newspaper also. Mm-hmm.
Right. And so are you on lockdown also? You're stuck at home like all of us?
It was a little bit difficult more some weeks ago. It was more crazy, but right now it's a little bit better. Yeah, better.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. So tell us a little bit about the song that I'm going to play right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We tried something. He suggested me, let's try this one. And then I went, okay, I want to try. And this is Coming to My Dreams. It's originally Foggy by Foggy, Coming to My Dreams. And we made Italo disco version than our own version. It's like dance, more dance.
Right. Well, that sounds great. And I'm going to bring it on the air right now. Hang around. We'll talk a little bit afterwards.
Attention.
And there you have it. That's way off the beaten path for what we do, but she is pretty awesome. Oh, you guys are all muted. I'm the worst. I'm like the worst at running this show, especially in hour number 3. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Has she played any place other than Estonia? Has she ever traveled to play?
I think she has. Did she say anything about that? We were talking about it. I think she has played some other places, but you know, she's in the mode of like get her stuff out there. Can you imagine you're trying to launch a career or whatever you're doing, and now you're stuck in the lockdown? You know, you better be producing music at home, I guess.
Yep.
Pretty wild. So, are you guys doing any other music? Like, I see stuff coming out of you two. You know.
Yeah, just
we have a few songs we're plotting.
Speak to all the different musicians and some of the things they're doing, and I get these thoughts in my head. There's a song I want to do with you and a couple of other musicians. It's Los Lobos. It's called Kiko and the Lavender Moon. You ever heard it?
Send me a YouTube link to that, and maybe we'll set it up and we'll do it as a collaboration.
Weird, cool tune. You can get so many people that can lock into it, and great song. I'll send it to you.
Yeah. That'd be great, because I've been doing collaborations with people. I might even play one now. I've been doing a variety of collaborations, and we were supposed to have one done for this week, and like we're putting together a horn section for it, and we're like, God, we got to call like Joe Mayo, and then a couple other horn players are like actually getting involved. So we said we're going to delay it. We're going to delay it a little bit. We got a baritone sax and a tenor part, and I think an alto part coming in. We have a singer in Texas, and JC Alza on bass, and Mike Baumol on drums, Caesar on guitar, and I'm playing 3 different keyboards. I'm playing Koner clavinet, organ, and a synthesizer. And that's coming next week. That's next week. What's that, Billy?
Original song?
No, we're doing actually. Most people have not heard of this band, but I bet you have. It's they're called Cold Blood.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know Cold Blood.
And a lot. Do you guys know Cold Blood?
Interesting.
No.
Yeah, you
Never heard of
should
them.
look them up. We're doing a song by Cold Blood called "Kissing My Love," and it's some of the funkiest stuff. They are like contemporaries of Tower of Power back in the day. They were
crazy. So how many guys are you doing this with, Ed? How many guys?
Well, we've
this?
got bass and drums, we got guitar. I'm playing 3 keyboards, and then we've got 2 saxophones and a singer.
So that's crazy. So you lay down a scratch track and you kind of layer everybody on top of it.
Yeah,
that's
it's even worse
that's
than that
busy,
because
man. That's crazy.
Because the songs are heavily arranged and have a lot of crazy twists. What we do for the scratch track is that I spend about, I don't know, an hour or something preparing the scratch track. So we take the original piece of music, we resync it to a beat, and then I go through it like a conductor, and I go, okay, verse 2 is coming up, 1, 2, 3, boom, because otherwise nobody knows where they are. You know, I'm like, okay, the weird horn lick is coming right now, 3, 2, 1, boom, you know, and it gives people something to latch onto. We're even getting into visual scratch tracks where the next one's going to have a visual where you're actually going to kind of be conducting, you know?
No, it's not.
Because it's definitely cool. But hey, I'm gonna. You guys want to hang out for a sec? I'll show you the one we did a couple weeks ago.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna get that loaded up and hopefully, I don't know. Oh, there it is. All right, I'm gonna just play this. This is Higher Ground as well. I guess I got higher ground.
This is
on
a good
the
one.
Here
It's a good jam.
I got my acoustic piano on the left.
Well, that's cool.
go.
Yeah, that ending.
Let's go. Yeah,
The ending is really funny. So the conducted track on the ending, the song fades out on the record. So what we did was we kept it going, kept the copy and pasted the song into the backing track, and then we were all just like driving so hard that when we got done, we were like, oh my God, like crossing the finish line.
Yeah.
And so we just left it. We just left it like it went off a cliff is what it did at the end,
It's a high energy song, man. There's a lot going on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we upped the tempo too. We did the tempo. Remember when the Red Hot Chili Peppers did that on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
They did it at 130 something, 137 beats per minute, which is pretty fast.
Yeah, I saw them in Vienna. I saw them do that in Vienna.
Yeah, and they did it like, they were punk rocking it, right? But, we're doing it at that tempo. So we took the original album track, but then we sped it up so that it would be this crazy thing.
Wow.
And it's very aerobic. I mean, they say, like when you DJ, you know about this. You know that, like, you look out at a crowd, and if you're at like 127 to 131 beats per minute is like where most high energy dance music is. And if you play it faster than that, people will they'll kind of die. They'll just like, your heart rate will accelerate, it'll become too aerobic, and you'll be like, oh, I can't take it anymore. But if you play it slower, you then bring it down to like 95 beats per minute, then people's heart rates will synchronize with the music, and you can bring people up and down energy-wise. And that song played at that tempo is like, if you were running to that tempo for about 2 miles, you'd just be dead.
If I can find it, I have no idea where it is now. There's a DJ that wrote a really cool book about how to set the room, how to get the room going, how to bring it up, how to bring it in all in the tempos, and then a really cool book. If I find it, I'll send it to you.
It is cool stuff. DJs have like some knowledge about that kind of thing. They can look at a crowd and they can read. They can go, they need a break, because if you do another song like that next, they will all go and sit down. We all know that. They'll be like, oh my God, we need to go get a drink, or they go outside. But if you can bring, you're like, oh, we can keep them with a slower tune, keep them on the dance floor. Let them survive.
Yeah.
So good stuff. All right, well, Jam, that's kind of it for Jam TV tonight, you guys.
Good stuff. It was fun.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, really
thanks
good
for
to
having
see
us.
you. And in the later hours of the show, it all sort of winds down. But I thought maybe Eric Rabasco would show up and play a tune for us, but he's not around tonight. So, so I hope to see you guys.
Send you that song, Ed.
Send me that song. Let's do a collaboration.
Cool.
I'm still working on a collab with that nobody remembers with Dennis. I finally got a singer to work on Shaky Ground.
Oh yeah, cool.
Nice, very
I got to
cool.
mix that together. That's, I guess, for singers, Delbert McClinton sings it unusually high.
Oh, you're doing the Delbert arrangement, because I do it. I do the original stuff.
Right. So we do the Delbert arrangement, but most singers can't hit those notes.
No.
And so I referred it to a few people, and they're like, "Hell no, that's not happening." Right? But I found a guy, Mike James, who did it, did a pretty good job. And like he wrote me afterwards, he was like, "Oh my God, my voice was like about to crack in half on that. It's like half an octave too high for him, but it does sound good. I'll have that out for next week."
Well, that'll be fun to see.
Cool.
Very cool.
All right, super good to see you guys.
All right, good night, everybody.
Yeah, it's super
All right,
good
I'll
to be
see
here.
you
Thanks
guys.
so much for bringing us on. It was a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. It was
All
really
right, see you.
good.
Bye.
Yeah,
All right.
very cool. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us on Jam TV. It is, we are in our, about 3.5 hours into the show, 3 hours and 20 minutes into the show. It was a great one. And it was great to see everybody. And remember, if you're feeling it, There's some PayPal and Venmo information. It would be great if you could support the show, even with a few dollars. That would be great. Or if you are running a business that you'd like to promote on Jam TV, please contact me so that we can do that. We can make a little commercial for you, or I can plug your business. I'll do it with a straight face. I won't be sarcastic. You can trust me with your business. Maybe. So anyway, musicians, look forward to having you soon. Collaborators, send your collaborative videos. Next week, we're going to have Bill Gagan's video on. We're going to release it before that. You will see it for All One Together, which is a great tune that Bill Gagan did with 14 other singers. It really came out great. And we have a variety of other collaborations coming together, including with JC Alza and Mike Belmo and Joe Mayo and others. That's terrific. And look forward to seeing you on Jam TV very, very soon. All right. Have a good one, everybody.